Hey there, survivors. Cougar here, and we've got the first snow of the season in my neck of the woods. You know what that means. Time for an interloper run on the long dark. We are playing pure interloper settings, but I am also using a couple of my perks. Now, there are people who say that if you're using perks, it's not really interloper, but I earned these perks. I earned these perks through the sweat of my brow. So I am going to, we'll leave the Cougar on. I am going to use perks. Okay, so let's see, because it's Interloper, we do not have a choice of where we're going to start. So let's see what we got. Oh my gosh, it's the middle of the night, and I'm where? Holy smokes. I'm not even sure where I am. I think we're on Muskeg. Yeah, I think we're on Muskeg. I could be wrong. I think we are. Yeah, this is, I think, Forlorn Muskeg. And with that in mind, I think we're going to try to make it actually through the train tunnel to... Whoa. I got stuck there. Through the train tunnel to the lake, to Mystery Lake, instead of trying to get to a shelter here. Oh gosh, it's night. It's going to make crossing this ice really risky. Wait a minute, what? I'm pretty sure this is Muskeg, but we're starting in a place that's a little bit weird. Well, first of all, let's get some cattail really quickly if we can. I was going to try to make it, I thought we were over close to the train tunnel that would take us through to Mystery Lake, but now I'm thinking that we're not. I think that actually the shelter is right over there, in which case it would be worth trying to get to the shelter, but I don't think we can cross this ice. Nope. Okay, we're gonna have to go up the mountain then, in which case we're gonna have to backtrack a bit. This, as all my interloper runs are, this is probably going to be very short and tragic. I have yet to survive more than a couple of days on interloper. It is tough. You know what always gets me is just having no matches. You know, without matches, you can't boil snow to get water, and it's very difficult to get warm and stay warm. So if we find some matches, we'll be in pretty good shape if we can even make it to the first shelter, which is over there. But yeah, we couldn't go forward because there was thin ice all the way between us and the shelter. But I think we can maybe... Can we get up? I don't think we can get up here. No. We have to keep going. We can't get up there, right? No. At least the sun's coming up. It might warm up a little bit. I'm not even going to stop to look at what clothing we have, because it's not like we can do anything about it at this point. And the shelter that we're going to is not really a shelter at all. I mean, it's got a furnace, but we're not going to have any matches to actually light it. So we're not going to be able to warm up in there. Gosh, I don't... You know... I think maybe instead of backtracking to the shelter there, maybe we just go straight through here. I think then this will take us through to... we're going to freeze before we get anywhere, I'm pretty sure. Oh, decisions. Okay. changing my mind. I'm not going to go to the shelter here. I mean, there are really only 2 places to get loot on Forlorn Muskeg. Well, 3 if you count the caves that are up in the hills up that way. But I think we're going to go through this traversal area, Broken Railroad, and get to the next area, which should have a lot more opportunities for us to loot, to find good loot. And it has the indoor spaces that we're going to need to stay warm with no fire making capabilities. All that's going to matter, though, is if we can make it from here to there, because we may freeze to death before we even get there. But that's what Interloper's all about. It's about suffering. And yeah, it's just a thing of mine. I like to boot up a long dormant, long dark with the first snowfall of the year in my area. And to try to survive for more than a day on Interloper. Easy, don't break an ankle. A broken ankle would doom us. There'd be no way we would survive more than another couple of minutes. Broken Railroad. Okay, I don't have to go to another area. Where I'm in... Wait, this is not a traversal area, is it? I'm forgetting that. It's been a while since I've played. No, I think this is an actual map area. This is not a traversal zone. In which case, we just have to get to the maintenance houses that are not far now. But there are probably going to be wolves between us and the maintenance sheds. Very, very cold. There's a wolf. Yikes. We might be able to go around here. But he was walking toward us. Our paths are intersecting. Unless he turns around and goes the other way, we're probably going to encounter him. So I will conserve my stamina at this point so that we can make a dash if he sees us. He's up there somewhere. There's a train car that could have something in it up here. Of course, on Interloper, it won't. It won't have anything in it, but I think we should probably check. A metal container. Nothing. Nope, nope, nope. We're almost there. We're almost there. And no wolves. I am going to stop in the trucks here because we could find matches in one of these glove boxes. Nope. Oh, there are wolves down at the maintenance area. I hear them. Yep, I see them. There's at least two, three. So I'm going to conserve my stamina here and we'll just make a run for the building. might be worth stopping in the guard shack here. I don't think we can... rats. Oh, I think... Oh, no, he saw me. Shoot, he saw me and there's really no way around him. Well, okay, we'll go through the fence here. Yo, he's after me. I gotta run. Yeah, I hear ya. Oh, okay, we're good. They shouldn't follow me in here. We should be warming up a little bit out here. We're not fully warming up yet. I'm gonna warm up a little bit inside, and we'll come back out and search all the lockers and the bed and stuff out here in a minute. Temperature not going up in here. Oh my gosh. I think that is potentially the first time, I mean, I found matches right off the bat. That's amazing. That never happens. Ever. There's food there. Hold on, I gotta get a fire going. Some wood here. There should be some reclaimed wood lying around. Or I have to run out and grab some sticks. Is there a little bit of reclaimed wood here? Whoa. Why am I getting... I never get frame drops in the long dark. What's going on? Okay, we got a little reclaimed wood. We got a... where's the barrel? There's usually a barrel here. Oh, there it is. Whew. Okay. We'll take a little charcoal, even though we're probably not going to be mapping. Tinder, cathead book, good. Holy cow, I can't believe I found a full pack of wooden matches on my first looting attempt. We might actually make a run of this. Okay, let's get that fire a little bit hotter. And our temperature is actually rising. Wow! I lucked out. That is super lucky. Okay, let's take a look at what we have here. Oh, we actually have a recycled can. So let's get some water. Get some water going, and look at what we've got. We've got jeans in perfect shape, terrible shoes, a shirt in not good shape, 34%. We're going to need a sewing kit for that ASAP. And we're going to need all sorts of things ASAP, but let's just speed up the snow melting to get our warmth all the way up. And I'll go ahead and drink this because we're thirsty already. And get some more water going. And now have a look around. I'll pick up the... Don't need a fuse. I'll pick up the Stay on Target book. I mean, it's a good way to pass time in front of a fire or read at night. You know, read it if you're waiting for the sun to come up or something. Oof. Goodness. This game usually runs fine for me. I'm not sure why I'm getting frame drops in here today. Car battery we don't need. Oh, I want to holster that. Don't need spray paint. This still has an hour and a half, 6 minutes until melted. Let's get a little bit more wood. Check the glove box. Oh, no glove box. There should be some water in the toilet here. Yeah. Need a pry bar. Oh, pick up another book. We'll break that down if we need more wood. That crate I'm talking about. I'm gonna leave the toilet water there for now. There's no sense carrying it around at this point. I'm just looting. Good. Some food. You know, when I started the recording, I was like, I should record the difficulty settings selection part so that people don't think I'm lying in case this goes well and I actually survive more than a day. But I swear to you, I am on pure interloper settings right now. No, we've got cattails. I don't think I need the papers. Plenty of books and papers lying around if I need them. It'd be nice to find some better clothing in one of these lockers. I really need a pry bar. I'll have to look around carefully for a pry bar. I should probably be doing that now while the sun's up. Don't need film. Alright, I'm going to move slowly through here and check for pry bar. Oh, my water's boiling. Don't need a mount. Hey, pry bar! Oh my god. I swear to you, I am on interloper settings. I'm not lying. I have just gotten really, really lucky. Is it safe to drink? Yes. Okay. Drinking, and we'll set up another one. I may throw another piece of, yeah, let's put another piece of coal on here. And more water. Now we've got tons of water because we've got the water in the toilet too. I'm gonna rip this up. We have no cloth on us right now, which means we have no bandages. So I'm gonna rip that up and make some bandages. Man, I didn't even think we were going to make it out of Forlorn Muskeg, and here we are cruising. It's probably the best early interloper stuff I've ever found. Should I eat something? Yeah, we're hungry. And it weighs nothing if it's in your belly, so might as well chow down. And let's turn some cloth into bandage. Drink more because we just ate all that dry food. How long does this have? An hour still? Good. Okay, let's go out. Oh wait, I can open up some of these lockers now. Nothing. Apologize for the frame drops, guys. I'm not sure what's going on. It's very unusual for this game on my system. Oh, more stutters. it's just inside that building for some reason. I mean, there was some weird stuff happening in there. We saw one of the fuse floating in the air there over by the fire barrel. Yeah, I hear you, Wolvies. I'm sorry you're hungry. You're not gonna eat me today, hopefully. Not a stitch of clothing. Not a Hey, Mittens! Bite my tongue. I said we had no clothing. I lied. And now what we really need is a sewing kit. I feel like this place is pretty well searched. That's another fuse down there. I would like to get out to the truck. Let's see if we can sneak out there. Nope, nope, he's coming right at me. Because we could get a sewing kit out of a glove box. Oh, there are three. I don't think we try going for those other two trucks. Yikes! Yeah, they know I'm here now. It's probably still pretty early in the day. It's barely noon. How much water do we have now? This still has 21 minutes. There are 2 more pieces of coal here. I'm gonna put another piece of coal on there. Nope. And how much water do we have? We have 125. I'm gonna boil up 1 more of these. And then we still have all the water in the bathroom, in the toilet. Okay, so while that cooks, let's just have a very close look, see what I missed. And then from here, we're going to go to the hunter's cabin, which should have a bunch of food, hopefully, knock wood, and maybe... Oh no, there won't be a rifle because it's pure hunter, pure interloper. Yeah, I actually prefer to play interloper, what I call interloper light, which is weapons are available, guns and rifles and pistols are available. You can find them, but on pure interloper settings, there won't be any rifles or pistols for us to get at the hunting cabin. But I think it's still worth heading out there because we still haven't found any good clothing, and maybe we find some, hunting gear. While I wait, can we make it to the hunting cabin today? I think we might be able to. In which case, we're gonna have to come back this way to get out of here anyway, so I'm still not gonna take the water out of the toilet. We'll just wait for this last cup to boil up and see what time of day it is. 12 minutes. It is just barely noon, so I think we're going to try to make it to the hunter's cabin today. I don't think there's any way to get to the 2 trucks that are still out front there. I don't think it's really worth it. The risk of encountering those wolves, 3 wolves out there, is not worth the reward of searching 2 glove boxes. We're a little bit sleepy and we're not that cold, so I think I'm not gonna jog. I think we're just gonna walk. but we've eaten all our food, so I think it's worth getting all these cattails. And if we get really cold while gathering these cattails, we can always go back up to the maintenance building and warm up a little before trying for the hunter's cabin. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of cattails to gather here. I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing, in which case I'm kind of wishing I had extended that fire longer, but I didn't think about that. I could have put another piece of coal on the fire. Man, I can't believe the first piece of loot we found was matches. That's ridiculous. That has never happened to me before. I forgot about all these cattails out here. I should have stoked that fire up more so that it's still going when we get back. Because we're not going to continue on to the hunter's cabin now. We're going to have to go back and warm up. Hopefully I don't have to restart the fire. Yeah, we're getting really cold now. The wind's kicking up. There's a hunting stand over here. I'm going to check it for a knife. But we could also encounter a bear. Nope. Yeah, well. I guess we're not getting the rest of those reeds, cattails. We're going to have to fall back. I knew an animal would come if we checked that hunter's blind. But we're in relatively good shape, and our sleep level is the lowest right now. I mean, other than temperature, which we could do something, hopefully do something about right now. So I think we'll probably spend the night here. Oh, is the fire out? Oh, it's barely burning. No, oh, shit. Ah, 5 seconds earlier, we could have thrown another piece of coal on there. Now we're gonna have to start that up again, if we need to. Although our temperature is rising, just from the leftover warmth here. Now it's falling, but we can climb into bed. Which I think we're going to have to anyway, because, yeah, if you look, our temperature is not good, but our tiredness is the worst of our stats right now. Before we go to sleep, as long as there's sunlight, let's just make sure I didn't miss anything at all. I have another book on me, right? Yeah, okay. Yep, we're going to make a third pass through here. As long as the sun is up. Make sure that I didn't miss... Oh, a piece of cloth. There we go. Yeah, that's something I could... There we go, another piece of cloth. 15 minutes for 3 pieces of cloth? Yeah, I'll take that. Can't believe we found no clothing. We searched what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lockers here, including locked lockers that we had to open with a crowbar, and not a single piece of clothing. Yeah, I know, but I'll climb into bed in a minute. tearing up that cloth. Chilled us a bit. All right, let's get into bed. Luckily, we have enough food and water to keep us going through the night, and then in the morning we'll head for the hunter's cabin. Let's just sleep for an hour to warm up. That warmed us up a tiny bit, but our clothing is still so bad that even being in bed isn't really giving us any warmth. Let's see what the wolves are doing out here. Maybe we can make a run. No, there's one between us and the shed over there, and one between us and the other truck, the second truck. And it's cold and wet out there. I don't think we should go out. Yeah, I see the wires down there, but we don't need any wires. There's nothing I missed. What time of day is it? We still got a couple of hours. I could probably make it to the hunter's cabin if I left right now, but we would be so cold by the time we got there. And we've got the food and water that we need to spend the night here. I think we should just stay here. Okay, so let's... oh, God, I can't read the book unless we start the fire, because we're going to freeze to death if we stay out here. I think we just need to get in the covers and... let's sleep until... let's get our rest all the way up, for one thing. And in the middle of the night, we'll wake up, drink some water. Probably drink almost all the water that we have. And then in the morning, we'll grab the water out of the toilet here, eat up some cattails. They don't weigh anything if they're in their belly, so let's just go ahead and eat them. If we can keep this up and maybe get the well-fed bonus. This is great. We'll fill our tummy all the way up and still have 11 cattail stalks. Okay, back into bed. That took a little bit of time, so we probably need a little bit more sleep, and then we'll just have to pass time until morning. Oh, please don't kick up a blizzard. It sounds like the wind is picking up out there. Because we can't stay here. Well, we could stay here another day. Oh, is it calming down? I should have checked how much water was in that toilet. Not quite sunup yet. So this will be the last of our food. And the last of our water. Get water out of the toilet. Maybe we'll be able to pick up a few more cattail stalks on the way to the hunter's cabin. And then hopefully we we get to the hunter's cabin and there's a lot of food there. Maybe a skillet. And ideally a sewing kit. A sewing kit would be great. I guess we need 1 more hour before the sun's fully up. Can I sleep? No. Yeah, because I don't want to waste any matches just trying to illuminate. Oh, it was quiet outside. Now the wind's kicking up again. Yeah, that's a good fair amount of water there. Please don't be a blizzard. Please don't be a blizzard. It's a blizzard. Crap! Crap! And it's blowing toward the maintenance shed. So I can't go down and get more cattails. We'll get soaking wet and we'll be walking into the wind coming back to the maintenance shed, which probably means we would die before we got back. Let's see what's going on with the wolves out here. I don't see them, and they're going to have a hard time seeing me, so we might try to get to these trucks. Yeah, I think the wolves are hunkered down, which is what we should be doing. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to stay in bed all day. Oh, well, until the storm passes anyway. Let's get some more cloth. We're not that cold yet. Let's just pass time an hour by hour until the blizzard stops, I guess. We're not going to starve to death. I mean, it's going to take us quite a while to starve to death. We may have to start the fire again to get more water if we're having to stay here all day. It's quieting down out there. Just drink some water. It doesn't weigh anything in my belly. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. We're starting out not very warm, but I think we should be able to make it to the hunter's cabin. I'm just thinking, do we want to try and get more cattails? I'm going to say no because it's snowing and we are going to get very wet if we stay out here for too long, which means we'll be getting even colder. So I think we're just going to beeline it for the hunter's cabin. Damn it. I wish he hadn't seen me, but it's not the end of the world. He can't catch us. See that chain link fence up there on the other side of the bridge? We'll get through that and close the door and we won't have to worry about him anymore. Cool. Probably gonna find more wolves before we get to the hunter's cabin. We're pretty cold already. And wet, probably. So I'm going to conserve my energy here, knowing that there are probably going to be wolves up ahead that we might need to run past. There is gatherable food out here. There are probably acorns and maybe some rose hips, but we're not in a position to be hunting out that way. You could probably find acorns, but with our current clothing, finding better clothing is our top priority. I'm not worried about food right now. Sometimes there are wolves on the pond there. Sometimes there's a moose, which we wouldn't be able to do anything about anyway because we don't have a bow and arrow. Yay, mushrooms. It's worth grabbing these since we're walking right past them, even though we'll be getting cold and wet. But that's food and medicine. And there's a bunny off in the distance there. Bunnies, in my humble opinion, are not worth the effort. By the time you hunt one and skin it, you have burned, skin it and cook it, you've burned the amount of calories you're going to get from the bunny. So unless you get lucky and get one through absolutely no effort and already have a fire going or need the fire for something else, etc., etc., I don't pay much attention to bunnies. Rose hips, let's see if we can warm up without starting a fire inside here. Yes, good, okay. So we'll go back out and get those rose hips eventually, but we'll warm up a bit first. Nothing on the shelves, that's film. I don't need more cloth I can tear up. Let's see what else we got here. More cloth, plenty of cloth in here. If we found a sewing kit, which we haven't. There's flour and oil and a skillet. Okay, good. So if we find some potatoes and stuff, might be able to cook up a bit of a meal. There. It's bright sunshine right now, so I'm going to go down to the basement first. So otherwise it'll be impossible to see down here. Firewood, good. And this should have some veggies. Yes, potatoes. I'm not going to pick these up right now. I know they're here, and they won't be going bad. Let's just see how many there are. Carrots, great. Okay, so a couple of carrots and a couple of carrots and a couple of potatoes. So we can actually cook some food. A sewing primer might be good to have if we find a sewing kit. A stim? Emergency stim? That'll keep us alive. Spray paint, no use. See, nothing. big bag of salt there, which could come in handy if we actually get around to doing some cooking. Okay, I think I'll leave the potatoes and the carrots there for now. We're not hurting for food. Let's just loot the rest of the house first. A bedroll! Guys! This is the luckiest interloper run I've ever had, which means we're probably going to get killed very soon. By something. Something's going to kill us. Is there something back there? No. Because to have found matches and a bedroll in like the first 40 minutes of play, that's a sweater. Yes! Beautiful festive sweater in really good condition. That's nice. Hinterland, you guys crack me up. Lots of cloth. A toque! A toque! I swear to God, this is Interloper. I changed nothing. It's pure Interloper difficulty. I swear. I would not lie to you guys about this. I'm just getting incredibly lucky with my finds. Because we are so much warmer now. Even though the toque and the toque's in terrible shape and the our shirt is in bad shape too. Windbreaker. It also in terrible shape. We really need, if we find a sewing kit, we are going to be very well set up for a possibly quite extensive interloper run. I'm pretty sure we got everything here, but let's just triple check. Is there's no drawer in that table? No. I'm going to triple check. I think it's worth triple checking to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. We're good. We are in good shape. And we get our skillet here, and potatoes, and carrots. We got food. I don't know that I know any other recipes. I mean, oatmeal flour, there's pancakes. I don't even remember. I haven't done much recipe cooking, you know, cooking pot recipes, skillet recipes. So we could find some acorns and make some acorn pancakes because we have, oh no, we have oil, but we don't have maple syrup. The bannocks we could make because we just need oil and flour. Oh, but my cooking skill is insufficient. Briarhouse pie, no way. Pancakes, no, we need maple syrup for those. We haven't found any peaches. We haven't found any ptarmigans. We have nothing with which to kill ptarmigans anyway. Okay. Hey, I'm pretty happy with our excursion here. Wait, maple syrup! Let's just move that over by the other stuff. So we can do some serious cooking now. Whoops, did I accidentally pick that up? What did I do with it? I meant to put it down and I think I accidentally picked it. Where'd it go? I don't know where the maple syrup went. I had it in my hand and I right-clicked. I mean, that's a misclick. You put it down by left-clicking. What does right-clicking do? Should have put it down also, but it's gone. Maple syrup just disappeared. Huh. Well, that's a little disappointing. We could have had pancakes, which I love. I love pancakes. What happened to the maple syrup? Oh, okay, okay. Right click, put it back where it was. All right, sorry, my bad. Oh, stop. I'm sorry. It's been a while since I played. Okay, and then there was salt downstairs, and let's just bring up the rest of the food here, see what we can make. Because we're still warming up. We're not very warm yet. But I don't want to start a fire until I know what we're going to be doing with it. 2 potatoes, 2 carrots, which I think we can just put in the skillet and cook, you know, and they're better for you. I'm gonna do a triple check run here. Horseshoe. We're not even really that hungry yet. I'm gonna leave the food here. Oh, there was salt down there too, but none of the recipes we were looking at needed salt. Let me grab some of the rose hips out here. And maybe we'll go looking for acorns. Wolves are pretty far away. Ptarmigans. There are ptarmigans over there, but we got nothing to kill them with. I think maybe you can kill them with rocks. But I don't think it's easy because they will scatter as soon as we get close. Well, we don't need the leather driving gloves, but we do need the leather. Oh yeah, that was the other piece of clothing that was in bad shape, were those mittens. We got the mittens, but they're not in good shape. There's acorns. There were acorns here. They're gone. Probably the damn ptarmigans ate them. Gosh, I hate to say it because I know I'm going to jinx it, but this is easily the best Interloper run I've ever had so far. So what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? I'm going to look around at some more of these big trees here, see if we can find more acorns before we go back inside. Probably going to spook the ptarmigans, but they'll come back. Yeah, what's going to happen here is we're going to get bounced by a moose or something. We haven't found any antiseptic yet, so I think it's worth going down and grabbing the old man's tree beard lichen in case we get a bite. getting pretty cold now. He saw us. He saw us. Or smelled us. There are some other... There's something else we can eat over there, but I think we need a tool to get it. I think you need a shovel or something. Yeah, we're cold anyway, so we're heading back in. Okay, what time of day is it? It's getting sort of late in the day. I think we will start a fire in the stove. Let me just look around. I wasn't really looking for wood. There's stuff to break down for recycled wood. We have that big piece of fir that we found in the wood box downstairs. I have not done much cooking. I've cooked one or two things, but I don't really know that much about it. We'll take another charcoal. So let's get a fire going. And at least be boiling up some water while we think about how we're going to do some cooking. We have 9 matches. This will be 8. Oh, no tinder? Really? Oh, we can get tinder easily. Let's do paper. Was there paper lying around anywhere? Plenty of paper back at the maintenance shed, but we're not there anymore. I don't remember seeing any paper down here. I think it's all cardboard. Cardboard's fine. 27 minutes? Let's get a smaller cardboard. Well, that's still 27 minutes, but gives us the same amount. So, and we'll be warming up. We're not that hungry or thirsty or tired that we can't afford 27 minutes to get some tinder. Down to 8 matches. Please start fire. Cool. Now throw on some firewood. I'm gonna hang on to the coal for now. That is, let's make it an even 3 hours of cooking there. Get some water going and figure out how we're going to cook. Oh, we have to prepare the acorns first. Shoot. Which I should have done before we started this. No, that's okay. I mean, it's going to take time to do this, to prepare these acorns. But we have to cook the water anyway, which is going to take 15. So 15 to melt, 15 to boil. We will prepare 3 acorns in 30 minutes. And then get some water. Start some more water boiling. And see what we can do. Acorn pancakes, maple syrup. We have all these things. Oh, acorn grounds. How do you make grounds? I've never made acorn grounds before. Prepared acorns, acorn grounds. Ah, needs a heavy hammer. Shoot. Okay, so we're not doing any of that. But let's pick up all the rest of this stuff. Syrup, cooking oil, and flour. And can't we make... Yes. Oh, cooking skill. Shoot, I forgot. I forgot you need skill for these things. Ah, crap. Well, that's just a waste then. We can't make water in the skillet, can we? Oh, I guess we can. Okay. So let's see. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I did that wrong. Ah! I clicked the wrong thing and wasted all that cooked water. No, I didn't waste it. I mean, it just needs to boil up. Okay, so in the meantime, we can do something else. Let's prepare some mushrooms. That'll take 30 minutes. That'll take 15. Drinky drink. Can cook up some. I guess we're just gonna make, you know, acorn tea. I guess we're not going to be able to cook anything else because our skill is not up to it. We can, I believe, cook up potatoes, and we can just cook these in the skillet, not as part of a recipe, but just as cooking. And that'll maybe inch up our cooking skill. I don't know that we're going to survive long enough to actually make use of that cooking skill. Should I go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and eat those. It's kind of a waste of the water we used, but it's okay. It was a waste of the water because we were already full up on water, but it warmed us up a bit. We don't need to warm up a bit. We're standing in front of this fire for this stove for an hour and a half. Speaking of which, we take this opportunity. Leia, let's take 15 minutes here to break this down. And just take those. More water. 19 minutes until ready there. Let's break down something else for wood so we can keep this fire going. Add some fuel. That'll give us another half hour. Yeah. Good. Our potato is good. I'll go ahead and eat it. And cook another one. And what can we do for 15 minutes? How much cloth do we have now? 9 cloth, 2 bandages. Let's make another, well, let's make the old man's beard dressing. That will take 15 minutes. More water. Another dressing. And it didn't look like we could cook the carrots. Maybe we're just going to have to eat those raw. What can we do for 15 minutes? More cloth? Oh no, wait, there's more stuff that we have to prepare here. More acorns. That only takes 10 minutes. We are gonna have to eat that. We're gonna probably want to go upstairs and get at least near the bed. Because again, we have no illumination. Let's make some reishi mushroom tea. And do a little bit more water. This has 49 minutes left, 48. That's ready to go. We can do another acorn meal, or soup, or tea. Acorn tea. Take 15 minutes. Anything else we can break down? Yeah, we're probably going to want to go upstairs and stand next to the bed, or downstairs and stand next to the bed before it gets fully dark, because we do not want to waste a match on illumination just trying to get to find the bed. 23 minutes, I think. Probably let this go out. Maybe one more. One more reclaimed wood. Gives us up to 50 minutes, 5-0. Take that, and can we cook one more thing? Yes, another prepared acorns. And more water. Cool, well, we spent a whole day cooking. That's kind of... It's good. That's a good thing. That's a great thing, actually, on Interloper. It's a great way to spend the day. Now got lots of food and water, because all of these, the acorns and the reishi mushrooms and all that is going to give us food and water when we get around to eating them. That's ready, and we've still got 34 minutes on the fire. Is there anything else we could do here? I think I'm just going to do some water for now while I do a little bit more of the preparation in here. 10 minutes for the acorns. Another, I think we can do another 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, standing around cooking all day is probably not super exciting gameplay, but that is the long dark. I'm happy to have spent all day cooking. Pick up the can and the skillet and head upstairs while there's still a glimmer of light by which to find the bed. We should have plenty. Which room was the bed in? I don't think that's the bedroom. Yikes, I should have done this a little bit earlier. Oh, dear, dear, dear. That's not the bedroom, is it? Nope. Oh, no. I think that's the room with the bed in it. Just gotta get in there. There it is. Okay, cool. So now we know where the bed is. Now let's see, what can we do? Let's check how we're looking here. Boy, if we could find a sewing kit, we would be in fantastic shape. It's probably worth carrying the maple syrup around with us, because, even if we don't use it in a recipe, we can drink it. The oil I don't think is worth carrying around with us. The carrots are, how's our food, our water? 3.5 liters of water. That'll get us, that's at least 2 days worth of water. Plus all these other things that we've prepared. Looking pretty good on food and water. I'll drop the oil and the flour, but I'll drop them downstairs. I may even drop the skillet. I don't know if it's worth bringing the skillet around. It's because it's very heavy. Well, it's not very heavy, but heavy enough. In the meantime, before we go to sleep, let's rip these up for the leather. We have no leather on us right now. And there was something else we were going to break down. Wasn't there? I guess not. But there's more stuff that we can do crafting-wise before we go to sleep. We're not that tired yet, so let's do a little bit more reishi mushroom crafting and rosehip crafting. And then we'll have a big drink of water, or maybe even that tea. We might drink the herbal tea. Yeah. Okay. Let's drink some herbal tea. It's cold, but that's fine. We're just getting into bed. And drink more water. And go to sleep. And I think we're going to call it an episode here, and a surprisingly good start to an interloper run. Probably the best start I've ever had. Let's just do 6 hours for now. And an aurora night. I don't think there's any point in getting up and taking advantage of this aurora night. I don't really know what we would do with it. Well, we'll think about it. We'll think about it at the start of the next episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe, survivors.